in fond memory of me. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of
to the very best of Southern gospel music right here on WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions, Facebook Live and YouTube. Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., bringing you the best in gospel music. Alan Presley Promotions is a listener-funded ministry. We would ask you to be in prayer about becoming a financial partner with Alan and Linda Presley to keep this wonderful music, the great music of Southern gospel, coming out to you each night. If you would like to make a donation to this ministry, you can send your donation to Alan Presley, 611 Old Highway 68, Sweetwater, Tennessee, 37874. WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions on Facebook Live and YouTube, Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come and join with us.
And folks, we're glad to be here tonight on the WOTG Radio Network. We on Roku TV. We on Facebook, and we're on YouTube. And folks, we're here tonight to celebrate the going of Roger Duncan, the pastor of the First Free Will Baptist Church in Tampa, Florida, former pastor. He pastored the church for many years till he got in bad health. And he's preached around the country and camp meetings. And you know what we consider Roger Duncan? You know, we read in the Bible, in the book of Hebrews, about the heroes of faith. Brother Roger Duncan, I'm getting my Rogers a little bit mixed up, but Brother Roger Duncan was one of those heroes of faith. In our day and time, he was. And we're hoping to hear some things about Brother Roger tonight on the program from his nephew, Ron Duncan Jr., and we're hoping to hear some things about Brother Roger. He can tell you more about him than I can. I've known him for a long time, for many years. He was a great preacher. He was a great pastor. And I'm going to put it this way. You know what the results of his ministry was? Probably one of the biggest Free Will Baptist churches that they got today. And it is a powerhouse for God. That was Roger Duncan. And he was a great person. His family was a great person. His family was a good person. And they dedicated to God. And we'll be hearing some songs too of the Duncan boys. This is his family. And this now is, one of them is the pastor of the Tampa First Free Will Baptist Church. Then there's Ron Duncan Jr. He's in the group. There's Jeff Duncan. And there's Roger Duncan Jr. that's in the group. And Will Beauchain, the pastor, is in the group of the Duncan boys. And we will be hearing some songs of the old original Duncan family tonight. That's the brother of Brother Roger Duncan. And Roger Duncan is the brother. He's the song director at the First Free Will Baptist Church of Tampa, Florida. And this is, I've been in many funerals in my ministry. But you don't need to pray for me. I've never, ever done a program like we're doing tonight and celebrating the life of a great man of God that's gone to be with our Lord. And we're going to start out the program tonight with a friend I know that has met Roger Duncan before. And some of his church members have met him because he has been in the camp meeting at Pigeon Forge with them. He's even sung up there. And we had a pleasure of having him on the program overnight. But we're going to start out this program tonight with Bob Holbrook. And we're going to be playing many of songs here tonight on this program. And we'll be waiting for Ron Duncan Jr. to call in about 8:30 tonight. Let's take a listen to Brother Bob Holbrook.
When I come to the river at ending of day, when the last winds of sorrow have blown, there'll be somebody just waiting. He'll show me the way. I won't have to cross Jordan alone. I won't have to cross Jordan alone. Jesus died for my sins to atone. When the darkness I see, he'll be waiting for me. I won't have to cross Jordan alone. Though the billows of sorrow and trouble may sweep, Christ my Savior will care for his own. Till the end of my journey, my soul he will keep. I won't have to cross Jordan alone. I won't have to cross Jordan alone. Jesus died all my sins to atone. When the darkness I see, he'll be waiting for me. I won't have to cross Jordan alone.
Here's Bob Sellers, and he's an old Free Will Baptist guy too.
I know your life on earth was troubled, and only you could know the pain. You weren't afraid to face the devil. You were no stranger to the rain. down here is wrong. Well, just wait, for I'll soon be coming across life's heavy sea. I'll tell you now, dear brother, just where to wait for me. Don't wait neath the gates of earth. Don't wait on the street of gold. Don't wait by the walls of jasper, nor among the many sights untold. For I've been longing and I've been waiting. I've been waiting
One
for
time
the
before the end of
precious Holy One to I'll be through the countless ages. Wait for me at Jesus' feet.
Here's the singing chorus. And we're celebrating the passing of Brother Roger Duncan. That they're already in heaven, rejoicing with the angels.
There's a place I've never seen, and it's more than just a dream. It's a place where little children will never cry. No one there will go away. No lonely nights will all be day. It's a place where
Reverend Ernie Peters and the Joyers.
If I could count the tears that have fallen, it would seem like an ocean to me. And if my heart were a window you could look through, oh, the pain and the scars you would see. The tears will never stain the streets of that city. Glories all dead on my mansion door. Teardrops are welcome beyond the gates of glory. 'Cause the heart will never break And I question the loss of a loved one. The grave seems so final and cold, but we'll meet again where death has no victory, in a land where we'll never grow. Tears will never stain the streets of that city. Glories all dead on my mansion door. Teardrops are welcome beyond the gates of glory. 'Cause the heart will never break anymore. Teardrops are welcome beyond the gates of glory. 'Cause the heart will never break anymore. No, the heart will never break anymore.
And folks, we are right here tonight on the Facebook. We'll be on YouTube, and we on the WOTG TV, and we got our guest on the line tonight, and we're going to introduce him now and bring him on the air. It's Brother Roger Duncan, Ron Duncan Jr. Okay, let's put him on now.
To delete.
Hello, Brother Ron, are you there?
Delete again.
Brother Ron? Hello? I lost him, Linda. Okay, we'll have another song here while we get him back
All
on.
old messages deleted.
Hold on there. We'll go get him back on the line here. We lost him somewhere. And here he is right now. Hello, is this Brother Ron?
Yes, sir. How are you, Brother Allen?
I'm doing fine. We appreciate you calling in tonight, and we're doing this program in memory of your uncle. I think he's your uncle, am I right?
Yes, sir. My dad and his dad. My dad and him are brothers. So we're one big scary family.
Hey, Brother Ron, we want you to let go and let God have his way. And we want you just to turn loose and talk about Brother Roger and the things that you would like to tell all these people that is listening tonight. We're going to turn it to you right now.
Well, absolutely. It's it's an honor and a privilege just to be able to talk about them. There's many stories that are of such a deserving individual. There's one thing I told his nephew Connor. I told him that there's only a couple of men that I've been around preachers and everybody my whole life, and there's only a couple of men who are as true as you think they are, and I'm telling you, Brother Roger's one of them. He came down in his early 20s to take a church in Kissimmee, and my dad had moved down to the Tampa area at the time, and so they were split for a little while, and my dad started up at the First Real Baptist Church of Tampa, and then just within a year or two, Roger came over and became the head pastor there, and so for over 40 years they were able to serve the Lord together and really build the church from probably 25 people up to well over 500, and just quite a ministry. The school that that Roger established now runs over 700 students, and just great in athletics and academics and everything at Scepter Christian Academy there, and again, just still a thriving church, and again, there's just so many things that he established that I don't know, it's hard to put into words how he's impacted so many lives. So through the week, he just passed yesterday, and we were able to spend some time with the family, and other people have been calling with their stories, and a friend of ours who early in Roger's ministry down in Tampa, they would work a mission in downtown Tampa over on Franklin Street, and so they would work with a lot of the homeless and feed them, and we would be down there several nights a week. And so there was a current individual who's still in our lives who said, yeah, when I met Roger, I was living under a bridge. And so he took me in and said, he fed me, and then he took me to the basketball court. Roger was a great athlete, and so he took me to the basketball court and said, all right, if you beat me, I'll find you a place to stay tonight. And so he said Roger began to make every shot and beat him so bad it was embarrassing. Got him a place to stay, but it was that guy ended up working with my dad for like 15 years as like his right hand handyman, and it's just one of thousands of stories. Roger was one of the greatest illustrators. When he speaks, he just brings stories to life that anybody else telling the story, it would just sound like I don't know, not very interesting. And he had a way of putting his heart and emotion into it, and it's just an incredible individual to be around. So, and later through his life, he started battling he got Parkinson's probably in his mid 30s, and they act like back then Parkinson's was like a 10-year disease, and he had it for 40 years, and even added leukemia later, and it just the devil tried to take him down many ways, and he always stood victorious. He preached up until the year he passed, and just what a giant for the Lord.
And you're right, he was a giant for the Lord. And Brother Ron, tell these folks about some of your family too. I know Brother Roger is sung with the Duncan family there for a number of years, and now you got the Duncan boys, and tell who all's involved with the Duncan boys and things like that.
I'll step it up right above my uncle might not be able to send money to these missionaries that they support. And so, on a fixed income, they're worried about saving money so that they'll have enough to share. And again, that's the type of legacy that has been passed on to Roger. There was six kids, 4 boys and 2 girls, and my dad is Ronald Senior, and Susie, his sister, and then my dad's wife Patty. They were the original Duncan family of our Duncans, and then my dad's other sister Jan and her husband and a couple others were another Duncan family that sang out of Columbus. And so then, from then, there's probably, I tried to count it up the other day, whether you're talking about preachers or married to preachers, there are close to, I would say, 8 or more, preachers or pastors' families that have come out of that. And that's, again, just what a legacy. There's a cousin whose husband is the pastor up in Dayton, Ohio, in a great big church. Sean Beauchamp is out of Columbus, Ohio. Will and Hoy both serve down here and at First Real Baptist in Tampa. Scotty Baumgartner is one of the helping pastors up in Columbus. It just what God has blessed, our family with, and I would say my grandparents and Roger would have to be the crown jewels of that. You'd probably have to stick my dad in there too, because if you know him, he's quite the character. So.
Hey, Ron.
Yes, ma'am.
In October, 41 years ago, the Duncan family came to Valley View Free Will Baptist Church in Loudon, Tennessee, and Alan was pastor, and he got to hear him, but I was in the hospital and I missed that.
And she says that they got to make up the difference now by coming up here and being on this program.
Yeah. Well, I know you've had Dad on there, and I've heard you play their music, and that's you do great work, Brother Alan.
Hey, Rod. It's
Yes,
not. They can very well do it because I'm just about 60 miles from Pigeon Forge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they can make that work if they work at it.
I'm sure.
Hey, and what about that Sean Beauchamp? You know him?
Oh yeah, he's a character. The pastor up at Grove City at Canaan Land Free Will Baptist in Grove City, Ohio. Yes, sir. We're tight as can be.
Hey, he's been on this program 2 or 3 times in the past. I tried to call him today, but didn't get no answer. I figure he might have been down your way.
He's probably heading this way. I'm sure we're going to have our services likely in about a week for Brother Rogers' memorial.
And Will, do you keep Will straight? He's been on here too.
We try to. He just we have to call him Dr. Will now. He just finished his doctorate. I don't know, not even a month ago, and so I'm seeing if he can write me a prescription or anything. But I don't think he's that kind of doctor.
Well, I take so many shots every day and every week. I'm getting tired giving them. You reckon he'd come up here and give me some shots?
I think he would. Yeah, he'd like to stick you.
And boy, I bet he'd get a kick out of that too.
Yes, sir.
Hey, would you mind having prayer with us on this program too today? No?
Oh, yes, sir. It'd be great.
Okay.
Lord, thanks for this day, and thanks for Brother Alan Presley and this ministry that has served so many people. We get to we'll watch some replays sometime and see the many, sometimes thousands of people who get to see this across the world. And so just bless this ministry. Thank you for the opportunity to speak about my great uncle, Brother Roger. We call him the preacher of preachers, and thank you for his life, and thank you for the legacy that we've inherited and that he's passed down, and from my parents. My dad, one of my favorite sayings he says is, God has blessed us not because of us, but in spite of us, to keep us humble. So, Lord, thank you for what you've given us, and again, please continue to bless Brother Allen's ministry. In Jesus' name, amen.
And Brother Ron, you sent me a song that Brother Roger really liked. And,
Yes.
And we got that in here for ready to play. And I got tell people about this song.
I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's Brother Roger. Again, in many of his illustrations, he had a sermon that is one of his more memorable ones on John 3:16, and it was about a little boy who would he was without a place to stay, and the policeman said, "Hey, if you'll go up to that big house on the hill and say John 3:16, they'll give you some food and a place to stay." And so he walked up, knocked on the door, and said John 3:16, and the lady welcomed him right in and said, "Come in and sit by the fire." And so let me get you prepared and everything. And so he said, getting warmed up, he said, John 3:16, I don't know what it is, but it sure makes a cold boy warm. And so then she brought him some food, and he said, John 3:16, I don't know what it is, but it sure makes a hungry boy fed. And so it goes on, and she runs a bath for him, and he gets all cleaned up, and he says the same thing, John 3:16, it sure makes a dirty boy clean. And so after a good night's sleep, they shared the story of what John 3:16 means from the Bible, and he ends it with, it sure makes a lost boy saved. And so Tammy Robinette, which is a sister of the Parsons, and she's a established singer of her own, wrote a song based on that, and Doyle Lawson, in Quicksilver, famous bluegrass group, recorded that song. And so, and if you look on my Facebook and go back sometime, you'll see the first time I played that for Brother Roger, he was just tearful, and it got thousands of views, just him watching, listening to that song for the first time. And it's just such a great song. So, but yeah, that's a great story behind it. So go ahead, Brother Al.
Hey, I got a question to ask you while I got you on here. I seen on your Facebook page, was that the where he was sitting in a car?
Yes, we were at Terry Varney's house having a work day, and after her husband Ed had passed, and we were, he was there pretending to work. Rod, he would always be around us, and so yeah, he was enjoying that. We're actually going to be in our service Sunday morning. We'll be playing that video for the people in our attendance.
And I've seen that a few years ago. I don't remember where, but I've seen that before, and I thought that's what that was. And we're going to be listening to that song here. Have you got it there, Linda, ready to go?
Yeah.
And we're going to be listening to it. Could you hang on? We'll get right back to you in a minute.
Sure, we'll do.
Okay, let's take a listen to that song. And who sings this song?
That's Doyle Lawson. And the name of it is Best Friends.
Wasn't he over here located over here around Sparta, Tennessee?
Yeah, I think one of those attends Chris Rumfeld's church every now and then. But yeah, he is up that way.
Okay, just hang right tight and we'll get right back to you here right after this song, okay?
Will do.
Okay, let's take a listen. Are you ready, Linda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cold and in the snow, an orphan boy with no place to go. Ask a man, sir, can you spare a dime? The man shook his head. He said, I'll tell you something instead. You see that little house down the street? Knock on the door and say, John 3:16, sent me. She looked at his tattered coat, his worn out shoes and little red nose. She said, come on in, there's warm food on the stove. He ate and then she said, a warm bath for you and off to bed. That's when she saw a tear run down his cheek. He said, ma'am, I don't know John 3:16. I don't know why, but he has sure been good to me today. He made this poor boy glad, and I'm thankful for the food, the fire, and a good warm bed. When you see him, will you tell him from me? Tell him I'm not cold, lonely, or sad. St. John 3:16 has been the best friend I ever had. Years came and went, and often she would think of him and remember when he knelt down and prayed. Revival came to town. They said the preacher was renowned, so she went to the church down the street. When he stood to preach, tears ran down her cheeks. He said, open up your Bibles to John 3:16. He said he's made this lost boy saved, and I'm thankful for his sacrifice and what he did that day. He found me when I was just a lad. I'm not orphaned or alone, and now I have a dad. And John 3:16 is still the best friend I've ever had. For God so loved the world, he's still the best friend I've ever had.
And we're back with you, Brother Ron, and we got a song pulled up here that we're going to play here in a minute. But you might have been a little boy in diapers when these guys were singing, and I don't know, you're not that old, but I want you to tell me all you know about this group called Duncan Family. And Brother Roger don't know I got these songs, but there's one of your all's church members kind of sneaks around and does a few things for me. And you know who that is, don't you?
I bet that's Diane Hamilton.
And you got that right. You got that right. and we love Diane and Alan, and we love all you guys too. But I want you to tell me what you know a little bit about this group called the Duncan Family. That's your Uncle Ron That's your dad. That's your dad.
Yeah, my daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we traveled and sang for till I was 13 years old. They started a year or so probably before I was born, and but yeah, just traveled the world, and I remember a lot of bologna sandwiches and $20 offerings that that we endured. But again, as a privilege for the Lord, just years and years of traveling and going from small church to small church, just doing what they could for anybody. And we've had several different people in the group. Tommy Thompson has played guitar for us. Gary Rollins has played piano for us. Rick Truitt, and all have gone on to other big singing, just tremendous singers and talents that have kind of spun off of that. But yeah, just quite a privilege to be a part of that.
Well, we're gonna listen to a song here, but then I want you to comment a little bit now on a group that we're going to hear some songs here in a little bit of a group called the Duncan Boys. Tell us about those.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Go ahead and tell us about them. Who sings?
I thought you were going to say that later. Yeah, we, as early 20-year-olds, I'm 49 now, and most of us are either in our late 40s or my brother's 52, or will be 52. And so, as early 20-year-olds, we kind of started out in their shoes and traveled around anywhere that would have us, and just had fun doing it and serving the Lord at the same time. It's Christians can have fun. That's not necessarily a thing of the world. We enjoy each other, and we'll sing for bologna sandwiches just like my folks would. So we just enjoy, like I say, doing our part.
And Jeff sings with a few guys too, don't he?
Yeah, my big brother Jeff. We're all going to be up in Columbus and at Sean Beauchamp. You mentioned him at his revival in September, and that's the last 4 days of September there. So we'll be up there singing. And Jeff's coming up, and Hoy and Will both be preaching, and so that's again we're all first cousins. So Jeff's my big brother though.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I know all you guys are not gonna fly up there, and the reason I know that, Roger Duncan Jr., the one you call Hoy, he's scared to fly.
He'll take a few medications and get on a plane every now and then. So
You didn't think I know that, did you?
that's a $39 Allegiant ticket. Pretty tempting.
Yeah. Hey, and we're gonna listen to some songs of you guys, and does Sean sing too?
He does. Don't let him fool you. He plays music and sings, and boy, his daughter sings. You need to get a video of her singing. She'll bust the fire out of you.
Well, he's been sandbagging on me in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He needs to send me some of his songs.
He's a dancer too, so you'll get him up there on the stage.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to get him to stop off down here when he's headed to your house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get off here, and it's getting close to 9 o'clock. We gotta have a station break too, and what we're gonna do, and we come back. We're going to open the phone line up and see if somebody else wants to call in on the program here and share their thoughts about Brother Roger, okay?
Oh, yeah. He'll light up the phone. But thanks for having me.
And we appreciate you. Ron Duncan Jr.
Yes, sir.
And we love you guys. And I never had the privilege of being to your all's church. But I sure watched it on the internet, and every time I watched it, It looked like I'm sitting on the stage with Pastor Will.
Well, come on down. We just opened up a campground that, you could move right in and stay with us.
No, I don't want to do that. I won't move in with Will but aggravate him. He might have something to say about that, might he?
Probably is. Unless Jennifer would have.
Oh, yeah, I got to ask one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Well, I got you online. I got to get money's worth. My money's worth tonight, Linda. Hey, Brother Ron Jr., didn't Will at one time could been a big league baseball pitcher?
Him and his dad both. They're, him and Sean, they may not look at these days, but they're some of the best athletes that you will ever see. And so, yeah, Will was invited to try out as a pitcher for the Braves. And anyway, life gets in the way of the fun stuff sometimes. And, he went off to college and did some other things. But, yeah, he's quite a ball player. He was probably MVP in his high school of like 3 different sports. So just unbelievable. Sean the same way. Baseball, basketball, soccer. They didn't have football.
I want you to do me one favor.
Mm-hmm.
Tell both of them to send me their autograph.
I'll do it.
Okay, I appreciate that. We're gonna let you go, and we're gonna play some with Duncan family and Duncan boys, and we're gonna open the line up. Someone else wants to call. Okay.
Thank you, Brother Al.
Thank you, and God bless you. And hey, I will send you the stuff on this program when it all comes out.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, and God bless you, and we'll talk to you later.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Linda, are you ready to hear the Duncan family?
Yep.
And let's take a listen, folks, to the Duncan family. This program tonight is in celebrating of the passing of Roger Duncan, that's sitting around the throne of God and the river of life, having a great time in heaven. Here we go with the Duncan family. And this is what it's all about, folks. Strolling over heaven.
If I could count all my days from out of the storehouse of love, I'd certainly ask for the favor of every affordable kin. I'm sure he'd grant it again and again.
listening to the very best of Southern gospel music right here on WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions, Facebook Live and YouTube. Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., bringing you the best in gospel music. Alan Presley Promotions is a listener-funded ministry. We would ask you to be in prayer about becoming a financial partner with Alan and Linda Presley to keep this wonderful music, the great music of Southern gospel, coming out to you each night. If you would like to make a donation to this ministry, you can send your donation to Alan Presley, 611 Old Highway 68, Sweetwater, Tennessee, 37874. WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions on Facebook Live and YouTube, Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come and join with us.
And this program is all about the celebration of Brother Roger Duncan that's going to be with the Lord and having a great time around the throne of God. And he was an example to all preachers across this world. And he was a great man of God, folks. And God blessed his ministry and what he did. And we're going to open the phone line up, and we're going to give her phone number out. And I want you to copy my phone number down. Some of you might know it already. But here it is. It's 423-271-6247. And I'll give it to you again here in just a minute. We got the Duncan boys coming up. And this is the Duncan boys. Will Buchamp, the pastor, he's in the Duncan family too there, and Jeff Duncan and Ron Duncan, who we just got through talking to, Ron Duncan Jr. And I said Jeff and Will and who's another one, huh?
Ron and who else?
And folks, this is what they call the Duncan boys, and Roger Duncan Jr. And we call him Hoy a lot. About everybody calls him Hoy. And we're going to hear them sing. But before we play their song and you listen to them, we're going to have a couple of songs of them and keep going on down the line. But here's their phone number again. And if you know Brother Roger, and I guess some of you out there listening know him, call in. It may be the first time you call in. But hey, it's just us here anyway, and we're having a good time. Here's our phone number, 423-271-6247. Wouldn't hurt you to call in too, Diane Hamilton. Here's our phone number, 423-271-6247. And if you know Brother Roger, it don't make no difference where you at or where you from. Give us a call right here tonight. And you tell us about Brother Roger and talk to us about him. And let the world know what you think of Brother Roger. And his going on home to heaven to be with the Lord. Here's the Duncan boys while you're doing that. Let's take a listen.
Give
us a call, folks.
Well, everybody is talking about something you can hear as the crowd passes by. Some will talk about their wealth and their riches. Others talk of their trouble and strife. I don't know how to talk to a rich man when compared I'm a beggar, no doubt. But if if you're talking about that old time religion, then I know what you're talking about. Well, if you're talking about that old time religion, then I know what you're talking about. About the kind that will make you love your neighbor, when old Satan would say, turn him out. About the kind that will comfort you in sorrow and never fail to make you shout. And if you're talking about that old time religion, then I know what you're talking about. Saved me when my poor soul was sinking in sin. I like to talk about the time He has kept me through the shadows, through the storm, through the rain. I like to talk about the time of His coming, when I'll see His sweet face in the clouds. And if you're talking about that old time religion, then I know what you're talking about. Well, if you're talking about that old time religion, then I know what you're talking about. About the kind that will make you love your neighbor, when old Satan will say, turn him out. About the kind that will comfort you in sorrow and never fail to make you shout. And if you're talking about that old time religion, then I know what you're talking about. Well, if you're talking about that old time religion, then I know what you're talking about. About the kind that will make you love your neighbor, when old Satan will say, turn him out. About the kind that will comfort you in sorrow and never fail to make you shout. Well, if you're talking about that old time religion, then I know what you're talking about. And if you're talking about that old time religion, then I know what you're talking about.
They never know about it. You're the Duncan boys coming back on again. Get that sharp button out there, folks. Let the world know
that saves from sin. It is still the blood that cleanses within. The highest star in heaven to the depths of the sea. It's still the blood of Jesus giving victory to me. From the highest star in heaven to the depths of the sea. It is still the blood of Jesus giving victory to me. In me.
Now here's the Duncan family coming up, and you still got time to call if you would like to call. Give us a call.
I remember long ago, back when I was just a child, I was always
The Duncan family.
in camp meeting style. Song that kept the fire burning and wouldn't let it die. Song that spoke the living on the hallelujah side. Now the ones we used to love to hear sing songs like that are gone. But my eyes are closed, my mind goes back, my memory lingers on. They spent so many hours on their knees for the Lord. Those dear old gray-haired warriors, the soldiers of the cross. I still recall Camping Day, all the preaching, testifying, the shouting, and the praise. And someday soon there'll be a day to have the best camp meeting that has ever been. I still recall Camping Day, all the preaching, testifying, the shouting, and the praise. And someday soon there'll be a day to have the best camp meeting that has ever been. I still recall preaching, testifying, the shouting, and the praise. To have the best camp meeting that has ever been. I still recall preaching, testifying, the shouting, and the praise. To have the best camp meeting that has ever been. To have the best camp meeting that has ever been.
Here's the Duncan family again. Hit that share button out there, folks. If you want to call, give us a call.
It used to be when I was sinning, Satan stood off somewhere grinning, while the pleasures that he brought just turned on me. And when my tears came like rain a-falling, then I heard my Savior calling, if you can't go on anymore, why don't you lean on me? Now I won't walk without Jesus. I won't talk without Jesus. I refuse to live one day as before. And I won't go without Jesus. Just ain't so without Jesus. Everything I would do, I just won't do without the Lord. A beggar laying by the gate was setting on his life. He'd been regretted, for he had never stood or even strolled down the street. But God sent Peter, John his way. Look up on us, Peter did say, now rise up and walk in the name of the Lord. And he leaped up to his feet. And he said, I can't walk without Jesus. I can't talk without Jesus. I refuse to live one day as before. And I can't go without Jesus. It just ain't
the Duncan boys.
I wake up in the morning with
No, Linda hit the wrong song, Lord. So this is Duncan boys coming up right now. Hold on just a minute.
Okay, let's see, yeah.
Well, my mama read a story from the Bible long ago about Shadrach, Meshach, and old Abednego. How the wicked king commanded they be thrown into a flame because they would not bow and then deny their father's name. Mama said the king stood high on the balcony so tall. When he looked in, he was shocked by all the things he saw. Well, he thought that he would find the lying dead upon the ground, but instead of three, counted four up walking all around. Then I said, Mama, wait a minute, there's something I must know. Well, if three went in and three came out, then where'd the fourth man go? And I never will forget, my mama danced across the floor. These are the words I heard her say, she shouted through the door. He's still in the fire and he's walking in the flame, and he'll be there to help you when you call upon his name. And he can still deliver by his almighty power. While here below, still good to know he's still in the fire. Now, my friends, you may be destined to face life's hottest flame, but I'm glad that I can tell you through the power of his name. Not one flame of fire will harm you. You'll come through it and you'll tell yesterday, today, forever. God is still alive and well. He's still in the fire and he's walking in the flame, and he'll be there to help you when you call upon his name. And he can still deliver by his almighty power. While here below, it's still good to know he's still in the fire. He's still in the fire and he's walking in the flame, and he'll be there to help you when you call upon his name. And he can still deliver by his almighty power. While here below, it's still good to know he's still in the fire. While here below, it's still good to know he's still in the fire.
And folks, you see what kind of family that Brother Roger has got. And man, he's got a great family. And down there in Tampa, Florida, and across the country. And it was great. Now we're going to play a group of singers.
We're gonna play more than one group.
Well, tell you, Lenny, use
We're gonna play some groups that sings at their camp meeting every year.
Yeah, we're going to play some groups that sings at that big camp meeting every year. And here's one that's fixing to come up that's been going down there for 20 or 25 years. I know it's in the 20s. I don't know for how sure. And that big camp meeting, it comes up in January every year. And it's the Primitive Quartet. Let me tell you something about the Primitive Quartet. I've had them on here by the way of phone several times on this program. And I asked the Primitive Quartet, them guys, to make me a radio liner that I can play. And then them guys said, hey, I'm just an old country boy. I don't know how to make them radio liners. I said, well, I got news for you. I don't know how to make it either. I know they do it with a phone. But anyway, we got the Primitive Quartet, and they've been going down that camp meeting every year for, I know, 20-something years. And here we go with the Primitive Quartet. This is the life and celebration of Brother Roger Duncan that is with the Lord, having a good time in heaven tonight. Take a listen to the Primitive Quartet.
if our loved ones who've gone on to be with Jesus could write such a letter today, this is what it might say. I had a safe trip. The angels carried me safely into Father Abraham's bosom. Oh, the thrill I felt when I met the one that died for me. And no matter what you've heard, just no words to describe the glory that surrounds him. I'm satisfied here. Every need's been supplied. Just wait till you see my new home. I'm satisfied because there's no sin here. No murders, no divorce, no abortions. No need for even to have locks on the doors. Perfect peace reigns here. I'm satisfied because there's no sickness. Why, I've never felt better in my life. I have a new body just like Jesus. I wish you could hear the singing. David played his harp. A great crowd gathered by the river of life, sang a new song. Of course, the angels couldn't sing that song, or they sure were all listening. It's really wonderful here because there's no strangers. Everyone knows me by name. Why, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego showed me around. Seems like I've been here forever. The weather's great. There's a cool breeze blowing all the time. And you know, one of the nicest things, night or darkness never come. It's like you're all the time for Jesus himself. He's the light of the city. Please remember I'm safe, I'm satisfied, I'm not sick anymore. There'll be no need for me to ride again because I was told today that nothing here ever changes. In closing, the only thing that can make this wonderful place more complete is for all my family and friends to join me here in heaven.
Since my childhood days, my memory recalls their sweet smiling faces, but I'll see them again on homecoming day. Oh, what a race I've got in heaven, one that will last through eternity. Won't it be sweet to be home forever? Because of what Jesus did on Calvary.
Amen.
Each year we gather, faces are missing. Thank God for the hope, we can see them again. Where flowers don't fade, no hearts will be broken. In a place where reunions never shall end. And I long to see Jesus, my blessed Redeemer. Behold those sweet hands and bow at his feet. I'll thank him for every stripe that he suffered. Oh, what a reunion in heaven 'twill be. Oh, what a reunion in heaven. One that will last through eternity. Won't it be sweet to be home forever? Because of what Jesus did on Calvary. Because of what Jesus did on Calvary.
me they're mocking, died for an eye, all that matters anymore. Why they put me in this prison, and I deserve what I've been given. A life for a life, that's the one I'm dying for. I caught the eye of a man who was beaten. I saw the truth, even I believed him. Now I can tell from myself who they're wanting more. I hear them cry, release Barabbas. In disbelief, I turned to Jesus. He looked at me and he said, go free, you're the one I'm dying for the one who is hurting, the one who has done wrong, for the one who needs healing, that feels all hope is gone, for the weary who can't carry
Ernie Peters and the Joy Hours, and they go down there too a lot. We love Brother Ernie. He's up here in our neighborhood.
Tears often fall from my face in sorrow as I walk home through the long, lonely night. So often I cry, yet it seems no one hears me. And then through the shadows I can see the dawning of light. Those shadows may fall, and my cross gets heavy. Sometimes it seems I'll never see another day dawning. And I remember His word, though the night finds me weeping. He promised me, surely there'll be joy in the morning. Now soon this old life and all of its trials will be left behind. There's a new day dawning, and the shadows I'll see are gonna vanish forever. And there I will find where the sun always shines, joy in the morning. Those shadows may fall, and my cross gets heavy. Sometimes it seems I'll never see another day dawning. And I remember His word, though the night finds me weeping. He promised me, surely there'll be joy in the morning. He promised me, surely there'll be joy in the morning.
And here's the Duncan boys again.
On a hill called Calvary, Jesus my Lord suffered for me, carried the cross all the way, my sins to atone. Then they nailed Him to the cross, great was the pain and the loss, He suffered it all, because He loved me, because He loved me, because He loved me, my Savior died, on a cross was crucified. No greater love by mortal man has ever been known. Oh, praise His dear name, He loves me so. Now I am His, He's mine, I know. He suffered it all, because He loved me, because He loved me. Then they carried Him away, placed Him in a lowly grave. Surely they thought that this would be the end Because he loved me, my Savior died. On a cross was crucified. No greater love by mortal man has ever been known. Oh, praise his dear name, he loves me so. Now I am his, he's mine, I know. He suffered it all because he loved me, because he loved me. He suffered it all because he loved me, because he loved me. Is this what I see?
You're listening to the very best of Southern gospel music right here on WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions, Facebook Live and YouTube. Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., bringing you the best in gospel music. Alan Presley Promotions is a listener-funded ministry. We would ask you to be in prayer about becoming a financial partner with Alan and Linda Presley to keep this wonderful music, the great music of Southern gospel, coming out to you each night. If you would like to make a donation to this ministry, you can send your donation to Alan Presley, 611 Old Highway 68, Sweetwater, Tennessee, 37874. WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions on Facebook Live and YouTube, Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come and join with us.
And folks, this program has been all about celebrating the life of Roger Duncan Sr., that has been former pastor of the Tampa Free Will Baptist Church, and we're celebrating his life here tonight on this program. And all you people that may be listening in the Tampa area, if you want a copy of all this stuff, you can either message me, or I'm going to send it all to Ron Duncan Jr. and Diane Hamilton. And if you want copies, see Diane and Ron, and they'll see that you get the copies. Now, it could be even in the morning hours before we get all the stuff up. It takes a little time for us to do it, but we're going to get it out there. And you can watch this program 24 hours around the clock on Facebook. But we are on the YouTube, and you'll be seeing copies of how it is and what it sounds like on the TV. And we get come up in better sounds on the TV and we do on the Facebook side. But anyway, we're glad to be here and appreciate all you people for tuning us in. On July the 25th, we got the Soul's Desire Trio from down there in southern part of Georgia next to Florida. It's going to be live on this program. Yes, we got live singers that comes here a lot, and we put them on the air, and we promote their ministry. And if you're in the area and you're traveling up down 75, a lot of you go to Pigeon Forge, which is about 60 miles from us. Let us know a little bit ahead of time, and we'll work you in too. Hey, we appreciate it. We want to be a help to everybody. Here's Lady Presley to say her words.
Okay, we hope you enjoyed it tonight, and we wanted to do the celebration of Brother Roger Duncan. He worked a lot of years preaching the gospel, and his family singing, and we felt like we needed to do a celebration of his life tonight. So we hope you enjoyed it.
And we're going to get on with the program. And wait, we got them Duncan boys coming back around the front. And they're going to sing some more. Here we go with the Duncan boys. Take a listen.
There was a great woman of Shunem, we're told. She was led to take care of a prophet of old. When he passed by her way, at her house he would stay to rest and eat bread. She saw there was something about this man that made him so different from others in the land. So to her husband one day, she would turn and she would say these following words: Behold, I perceive this is a holy man of God that's come my way, with the hand of the Lord on his life, and a Savior who answers when he prays. There's a power that's on this chosen man that could only be from the great I am. It's so clear to see this one passing by me is truly God's man. Now for 20-some years he's faithfully stood behind that old pulpit, preaching God's word, preaching the truth, living the life and leading his flock. The old devil has tried for many years to tear down the ministry he's built down here, but it's not built on sand or approval of man, it's built on the rock. The blood still covers our sin. One day our beloved's gonna come back again. He preaches with power, with that unction and fire that falls from above, with the prayers of his mother who now lives on high, and a wife that has faithfully stood by his side. Though the old hand may shake and the body may ache, he keeps pressing on. Behold, I perceive this is a holy man of God that's come my way, with the hand of the Lord on his life, and a Savior who answers when he prays. There's a power that's on this chosen man that can only be from the great I am. It's so clear to see this one passing by me is truly God's man. It's so clear to see this one passing by me is truly God's man. This holy man of God. I shall not forget the day when I heard my Savior say, come unto me, my child, I'll make you whole. Then I let my Savior in, there he forgave me of my sin. It started a fire burning so bright, way down in my soul.
Sing it, guys.
And it's never gone out. It's never gone out. It's never gone out. It's never gone out. Though Satan has tried many times to make me doubt, but when I feel this warmth inside, I know my soul is satisfied. The flame has flickered, but the fire is never gone out. Since Jesus kindled the flame, things have been changed, no, I'm not the same. He lit the fire with his great eternal love. Down in my soul now there's peace, joy that will never ever cease. Thank God for the holy fire from heaven above. And it's never gone out. It's never Though Satan has tried many times to make me doubt, but when I feel His warmth inside, I know my soul is satisfied. The flame has flickered, but the fire is never gone out. The flame has flickered, but the fire is never gone out.
Here's the Duncan family now. This is the Duncan family.
Sometimes while traveling on the path toward heaven, I stumble and fall away. It gets hard to see, but the trouble and heartaches I went through will be worth it all when I see what waits for me. When I leave all the shepherds, in the cold, I will look on the face of my Jesus, hear the heart that never been out. It's just about time for Jesus to come and take me to a better place. Heaven ain't no more I'll see. I'll be shouting and I'll be singing as I enter the gate. When I see what waits for me. When I see all the shepherds in the fold, I will look on the face of my Jesus, hear the heart that's never been taught. He set me free when I see what waits for me. When I see all the shepherds free in the fold, I will look on the face of my Jesus, hear the heart that's never been taught. I'll be glad. He set me free when I see what waits for me. I'll be
Here they are, the Duncan family again.
Virginia. Let's give a good welcome, North Carolina welcome, the Singing Cooks. How about it? Praise the Lord, everybody. Let's give Jesus a very big hand. How about it? Praise the Lord. Well, let's just sing this one. How about it?
This is where Brother Rogers at. He's been sitting there around the throne of God having a good time tonight. I hope you will share this program. Brother Rogers at. He's on heaven's bright shore, Lord. And this is the Preacher's Quartet, and that's what Reverend Roger was. He was one of them great preachers. And take a listen to this next song.
How about that? I'll tell you. That's a great song. That should make us all happy tonight. Not even one little bitty grave in all of that far land. Well, here's the song we're going to sing for you. We trust this song here will be a blessing to you.
And here's the Preacher's Quartet. And Reverend, that's what Roger was a great fireball for God.
What a glad thought, some wonderful morning just to hear Gabriel's trumpet sound. When I wake up to sleep no more, leaving behind no trouble and sorrow, bound for that city up on high. When I wake up to sleep no more, when I wake up, some glad morning, sleep no more. You was a glory, happy I'll be, over in glory, that bright shore. Tell the story with the reading of all the ages, praising the one whom I adore. When I wake up to sleep no more. Glory to God, I'll have a new body changed in the twinkling of an eye. When I wake up to sleep no more, rising to meet our blessed Redeemer with a glad shout, I'll leave the ground. When I wake up to sleep no more, when I wake up, some glad morning, sleep no more. You was a Lord, happy I'll be, over in glory, that bright shore. Tell the story with the reading of all the ages, praising the one
do have a program for tonight, and this program we are celebrating the life of Roger Duncan, a great man of God, and there's not many like Brother Roger, and I promise you that. We like to say this to all the family. We love all the family, and we love those that listen to our program too. And we hope that we can gain the whole world and win the world to Jesus Christ. We're praying for the Duncan family. God go with you, and may God bless every one of you. We love you here at Alan Presley Promotions. We love you from the bottom of our heart. And anytime you need us, you call us and let us know. We're going to say good night. God bless you. And may we all take a liking unto that great God who loves us so much that he sent Jesus to die in our place that we can have life and have it more abundantly. Good night, and God bless you. And if you hadn't shared this program, please share it. That's how we reach the world, is through your sharing the program. And that's what God wants you to do. We're going to say good night. God bless you. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time, same station, same place, playing these great gospel songs. And we're going to get off here, and we're going to start a bunch of watch parties that other folks might hear it too. Good night. We'll see you later. Yeah, you can start watch party too if you want to. Help us get this word out. God bless the Duncan family. We love you. Roger's in heaven, shouting the praises of God and having a good time. And we're going to meet him before long. Good night. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, folks.
Good night.
Linda says good night.